Hello followers. Today we are going to see the topic Oracle UTL file. So already we saw the topic SQL Star Loader. SQL Star Loader, it's only having the option reading the data from flat file and loading into table. But you have the business scenario. You want to read the data from table and we have to write it into external files. Then that is the case, then it's not possible through SQL Star Loader. Then we can go with Oracle UTL file. So how it works? Actually, UTL file, that is one package. It will allow us to read the data from table in the PLSQL, and we can write it, or we can append, we can copy, we rename and delete text file through Oracle directory objects. There is a directory objects. Using that, we can um, do the operation of UTL file. Okay, UTL file is an Oracle supplied PLSQL package. Okay, that package contain read, write, append, copy, rename, and delete text files through the Oracle directory objects. Okay, it's inbuilt utility as part of Oracle product. Okay, so real time use case. So banking daily transaction, what they will do, they will extract from the table and they will put it in the directory. So healthcare, the patient report, everything, it will read from the data from the table and they will keep it for telecom domain. So CDR generation, payroll, the salary reports. So ETL. So ETL, any data, if you want to load it to some other external system, using this UTL file, we can read it from table and put it in CSV file. Then the external system, they can take it from the directory. Okay. So this is the architecture. First Oracle table. So then Oracle table to PLSQL program. So PLSQL program which use the UTL file package and it will write to the directory object. Then it's contain the directory object handled by operating system files. Okay. So just Windows, you can use, this is the format to create the directory. So Linux, this is the format. Okay. So just you can create the this is the syntax to create the directory. Create or replace directory name as, so you have to give the path. Okay, the path for that particular directory. Okay, so using this metadata, you can see the directory is created or not. Okay, so same grant permission. We should have read and write permission to the particular directory. Then we can do the read write operation. Okay, so declare. So what happened? This is the UTL file package. In that file type, we will create the instance b underscore file. Okay, this is the first installation of the UTL file. Okay, so here, so first this is the installation part. We are for UTL file package, the file type we initialize to one variable. Okay, so in this variable there is the operation f open. Okay, open means we are opening the file to write it. Okay, if we, so this is the option UTL file dot open. So here we have to mention it directory and we have to mention it file name dot txt or CSV. So I am going to create txt. If the file is not exist, it will create the file. And W means it's write operation. So we are opening the file from this directory and we are going to write it this .txt file. Okay. Next. So then we have to do put underscore line to write the line. We use this put underscore line, this method. So this is a variable and we are writing the first line. So and second line. Okay, this variable and second line and third line. Then finally we should close. Okay, it's similar like cursor, how we open, fetch, and we will close, right? Similar way it will works. Okay, there are these options. First we will open it. So first we will declare it, initialize it, open, and we will assign to this variable. Then this variable, what we are doing, we are writing one by one. Put underscore line, we are writing one by one. Okay, then finally we are closing. Read, similar way, just we create one variable and one PLSQL variable. Okay. First v1 we open with read mode. If it's R, then it's read mode. Okay. So using the loop, what we'll do, we will read from that UTL file type and we will put it into our PLSQL local variable. Once we get it into PLSQL local variable, we'll start printing it. Okay. So exception, there is no data form, then exit. Okay. So finally we will close the file. Okay. So append, if you want, if you are using normal write, it will override. If you want append, then you will use the keyword a. Okay, similar way you use a, then it's append mode. So you can write the next line, end of the file. Okay, whatever the line available, top of that next line you will write the fourth line. Okay, then you can close it. Okay, you can take the data from DB. So here there is one example. What I am doing, I am first write mode. I am opening the file with write mode. So first I am putting the three columns. Okay, v underscore file the variable, and we are putting the three columns. Then what I am doing, I am reading the three columns from EMP table, and I am putting into the um, the file this three columns with concatenating. Okay, so this is the file which I want is start CSV file. Okay, with write mode. Okay, similar way. um so okay, the operation is same. First we will declare open and we will put into the line, then we will close it. Okay, so the remaining PLSQL operation, it's same. Whatever we learned in Sparta PLSQL, similar way you can handle the variable. So okay, then exception. We have some exception handling, especially for UTL file. So these are the so if the file is not exist, so the path is not valid, then it will give invalid path. So the file mode is not proper, then invalid mode. Okay. So the handle we are so file is um, not handled in the proper way. So like you are doing some invalid operation, then invalid file handle it will come. Okay. So mostly these are the errors. Okay. You will get it. Okay. Then UTL file methods. These are the method. If F open the file. F close the file. Put write without new line. Okay. Put underscore line, write with new line. Okay. Get line, read the line, new line, blank line. Is open, check open. It's open or not. So F remove, we can delete the file. F rename, we can rename the file. F copy the file. Flush out. Okay. So these are the modes. Okay. R for read, W for write, A for open, RB for read binary. It's write binary. This is the append binary. Okay. So if you want to write binary, then this is the option. Okay. These are the common errors: invalid directory, invalid file operation, access denied, invalid file handle, no data found. Okay. So best practice: use directory objects. Okay, so you don't use the default Oracle given directory. You create your own directory. So always what we do industry, we will for read we will create read directory, write we will create write directory, and keep the files different directories. That's the way we will handle it in the best way. Okay, always close the files. Okay, so that's the way we can avoid some other issues. Okay, if you are writing the file, so other user is trying to read it, so that time it will be giving the issues. Okay, always close the files. Okay, handle the exception, grant minimum privileges. So don't give all privileges to all users. So specifically give whatever the privileges required to the user. Okay, so use put underscore line for the text files. Okay, so always use the put underscore. So reports export CSV. So all don't leave the files open. So it will give the issue. Okay, use suitable maximum line size. Okay, maximum line size you can use it. So access. Okay. So let's go to the practical session, then we will come with interview. Okay, interview questions. So first we'll go with, okay. Already I created the directory. Just I will show. See how. So I created a directory in the C folder. There is temp in the temp folder. So this is a temp folder. It's empty now. So there I want to uh, create the files. Okay, permission also I gave already. So what I am doing. I am writing these 3 lines to this directory using employee.txt. Okay. So don't get confused. This is the directory name. This is a directory path. Okay. So always DBA will take care of the directory creation and all. Just you have to write the UTL file and share it with the DBA. Okay. So I created the files. Okay. Now if you see, the file should be created over there. Okay. So this is a file creator now. So with the 3 lines. Okay. Now next operation which I am going to do, I am going to read from the file. Okay. So I am going to read it. So it's a read operation or. Okay. I am putting the loop and I'm start reading. You see here. So I am reading those 3 lines from the table. So I am going to append. 4th line I am going to append. I am using the mode append. Okay. This is the 4th program. See, now it's completed. Now let's open the file. So now its 4th line should be appended. So this is the appended with 4th line. Okay. So now let's go it next. So this is the example. Read the data from EMP and putting it to the employee.reports or CSV file. Okay, just this is the program. So now just writing it. So export completed. If you see, now here we have the export. See, it's loaded. See, normally, end of the day, what they will do, they will write the UTL file scripts to export to TC. So this will be loaded to some external system for the reporting. Okay. Next exception handle. So I don't have this file, but still I am trying to read it. Then it will give invalid file. Okay. So let me run this. So the exception handle. See, invalid file operation because we don't have that file abc.txt. We don't have. That's why it's giving the error invalid file operation. Okay. So these are the some useful command all underscore directory to check the directory. Should check the current user using DL user default functions. Okay. User underscore tab underscore privilege. It will give the uh, uh, what are the privileges that the user is having. Okay. It's just so this one also. Okay, no, just I'm running it. So these are the privileges. So owner is this, Scott is having these privileges. Okay. So execute, read, write. Okay, these are the privileges. Okay. I think this is the demo. Okay. Let's come to the interview questions. So what is UTL file? UTL file is an Oracle PLSQL package used to write and read and write files on the server. Okay. So what is directory? Directory objects provide secure access to operating the system files and folders. Okay. It's give the secure access to operating system files and folders. Okay. Put and put underscore line. Put writes the data without new line. while put underscore line writes data followed by new line. Okay, put without new line, it's put underscore line, it's uh, put in the new line. Okay, W is write mode, A is append mode. Okay, get line, get read, raw. Get line is read text data. Sorry. Get raw, it's for reads binary data. F close, um, so it's properly close the file and release the associated resources. Okay. How to export the table to CSV file? Loop through the tables, rows, write each row, record CSV file using UTL file dot put underscore. I showed the example, right? How to read the data from table and put it into CSV. Okay. Common exception. These are the common exceptions. Okay. Real-time use case. So UTF is for report generation, ETL data export, logging, and patch processing. Okay, these are the real-time case. Okay, in your project, whenever you get to the requirement, you want to give it the data file, reading data from table and putting into external file. You can give the solution using UTL file. Okay, so maximum line size. So this is the maximum line size, 32,767 bytes. Okay. Yeah, UTL file open, it's open, it's maximum size this. Okay, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for the viewing channel. Please subscribe it, share it with your friends, share your feedback. It will motivate me create more videos based on your feedback. Okay, thank you. Please subscribe it.